What is the meaning of SEO in YouTube? So SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. How does it apply when we're talking about YouTube? Now, if you've heard of SEO, you might think that it's technical, that it's complicated, that it's really hard to do, and that's actually true for the past, like old website SEO that doesn't actually work anymore. On YouTube, SEO is much simpler and it's actually far more powerful. Most business owners get this completely wrong. It's why their videos never get seen by the right people. So stick with me. By the end of this episode, you'll really know what SEO truly means and how to do it, and ultimately how it can turn your YouTube channel into a lead generating machine. Let's dive right in. Let's begin with some rapid fire myth busting. We've got 4 myths. Myth number 1, SEO is complicated. Yes, it was. It was really complicated. I don't know if I should bore you a lot. You used to have to do link wills and link building and article farming and blog commenting and on and on and on and on. Okay, today you don't have to do any of that. In fact, once you post your video to YouTube, you don't have to touch it. You can set it and forget it. Myth number 2, YouTube SEO is about keyword stuffing. You know, in the beginning days of YouTube, that actually worked. So if you go back to 2007 through 2010, you could just stuff keywords into your tags field, and even if your video wasn't about that at all, it would rank for that. But YouTube quickly improved and got better and better, and tags don't work. So today, if you upload a video to YouTube and you scroll way down to the bottom, you can still find a field that says tags, but YouTube ignores it. Unless you spam it, it can penalize your video. So the only point of that field being there is to filter out spammers. So worrying about putting the right keywords in your title and putting the right keywords in your description or throughout your video or somehow adding keywords to it later, you don't have to worry about any of that. Myth number 3, SEO is something you do after uploading a video. I can understand why this myth is believed, is because that's how SEO of the past used to be. You would create the website or create the video and then do SEO to it. You would somehow figure out how to optimize it and build authority to it and tag it the right way so that it would get attention. Well, that doesn't work anymore, and it's actually the opposite. So today, you do research to find the very specific questions that people are searching for online, whether on YouTube, whether on Google, whether on ChatGPT. So when you can find something really specific, and people are typing in a lot of words when they're asking questions online these days. So you might find a question that's 10 words long, so you make a video that answers that question, and the title of the video becomes that 10-word question. You don't need to repeat that question everywhere. You're just gonna start out the video, tell them what the video is about, and you're going to say, yeah, the video is about, and you say the question. So what's important is what you do before you film the video, and finding the right questions and mapping out the right strategy. That is what SEO looks like today. When you put your content on YouTube, you don't have to do anything else to SEO the content, but your content will rank at the top of YouTube, Google, and ChatGPT. Myth number 4, YouTube SEO will help you go viral. Okay, so YouTube has multiple algorithms. The viral algorithm is called suggested and or browse. Those are 2 different ways that YouTube can give you traffic that are most likely to go viral and have exponential growth. There's another algorithm that is the search algorithm, and they're completely separate. So if you make content that appeals to these viral algorithms, then you don't need to do anything with keywords. You don't need to do anything with SEO. If you want your video to go viral, then focus on that. Don't focus on SEO. But isn't that what we want? Don't we want our videos to go viral? Well, if your goal is views, if your goal is the vanity metric, if you want YouTube to pay you a portion of that advertising revenue, but if you're a business owner and you're not going to become a YouTuber, you're not changing your career to YouTube, but you have a business and you want to leverage YouTube as a tool to generate leads, then it's actually way better, way more lucrative to focus on search traffic. In fact, if you focus on viral traffic, I can tell you that none of my clients generate leads from viral videos. But we can have videos that get a small number of views that generate massive quantities of leads to their business. So let me give you some realistic numbers. You might have had a video that got 1 million views. How many leads did it generate? And you'll say, none. But what if you had a video that was seen by the right people? It only got 100 views, but these 100 viewers were your target audience that were in need of your help. Those 100 views could easily turn into 10 leads, and those 10 leads will probably turn into 3 clients. So the simple way that I'm going to define SEO today and YouTube SEO is making your videos findable by the right people at the right time. And to give you a little bit of credibility behind what I'm talking about, that's what I do for my clients. I produce over 60 different YouTube channels, and that's our focus. We make content that is findable, and we turn these videos on YouTube into lead generation for their businesses. So in the past, SEO or keywords used to be like a hack that you could do to trick the algorithm or inflate your authority. But today, if we're talking about SEO or keywords, we're actually trying to hone in on what people are searching for. And we want to use the exact words, the exact phrasing that people are using when they're doing the research. So what we're doing is we're making it easier for these algorithms or these search engines or these AI tools. We're making it easier for these tools to get the results that they want. If a person is searching for something and we make that something, then all that search engine has to do is connect the two. Now, a side note is that this type of YouTube SEO works extremely well for coaches and consultants. That's because their business is kind of an education or expertise-based business. These consultants and coaches have answers, and so when people are going online and they're typing in their problems or their challenges, or they're trying to get answers to their questions, it makes perfect sense for ChatGPT or YouTube search to match that questioner with your video. Now I want to talk about the quality of leads that this will generate, because if you do paid ads, we know that that generates a very low quality lead because you're interrupting people, you're annoying them, right? Well, with this approach, I want you to separate your marketing system into 2 different videos. So over here, part 2 is going to be a promo video, and that's going to be on your website. So when you want to talk about your company, yourself, your credentials, you want to talk about your services and your offer, that goes in a video on your website. So what we're talking about on YouTube is step 1. Step 1, we don't pitch, we don't promote, we don't need to talk about ourselves. We don't need to go into in-depth about how we work and our credentials and how we operate and what we sell. So we do the research, we find the question that they need answered, we make a video that answers their question, and we make the video focused on them. So therefore, they don't feel like they're being sold to, and throughout the video, there's just trust there because we're giving them, we're helping them. They understand what our expertise is, they understand what our biases are, and what our likes and dislikes are, why we like some things, why we don't like others. So then later when they go to our website and they see our promotional material, they already know who we are, and they're more interested in having a conversation with us about working with us. Now here's something that's really exciting about YouTube SEO. Because YouTube is the only content platform that is searchable, if you compare it to Facebook or to LinkedIn or to Instagram or X or name any of the above, none of them, for some crazy reason, none of them have a content search engine. You can't search for content on that platform. You can only search for people. But YouTube was built from the foundation up as a content platform that is searchable. So that's why YouTube content ranks on Google. That's why YouTube content ranks on ChatGPT and all the other AI tools. So now that you understand what YouTube SEO is, I want to help you implement it. Okay, so that's where my leaf strategy comes in. I've got another episode I'll link to right there. You'll come away from that video seeing a lot of examples and knowing the steps that you can take to have your videos rank #1 on YouTube. So definitely go check out that video now.